Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to ThinkView, and this is NK. Today I have with me the Gigabyte A16, a laptop that has an RTX 5000 series but only costs you less than $1,000. Yet its overall build quality leaves almost nothing to complain about. I did a video of this laptop and received quite positive comments. And now with the RTX 5050 and 5060, things are even much better. For example, if you compare this Gigabyte A16 with other laptops from other brands in the same price range, they usually only offer you up to a Full HD at around 144Hz refresh rate. Meanwhile, Gigabyte gives you a Full HD panel with a higher 165Hz refresh rate. So gaming experience would be much smoother on this laptop and of course, lower latency. The overall design is also surprisingly refined. This display part has slim bezel on all four sides with a screen-to-body ratio up to 90% and a very clean overall look. So in short, for the same money, the Gigabyte A16 will give you a much better number. And if you're talking about performance, well, in the same GPU class, this A16 will also be cheaper too. The RTX 5050 version starts at only around $900, while the RTX 5060 version costs you just $200 more at around $1,100 And this one also got upgraded, like the display is a 2.5K panel at 165Hz refresh rate and upgrade the CPU to a Core i7. So no matter how you look at it, either at the price or the spec, the Gigabyte A16 still offers the better deal here. But what exactly is the user experience and what is it not perfect at? Let me discuss in today's videos. First, let's talk about gaming. The biggest advantage of the RTX 5000 series in comparison with the 4000 series is frame generation. And that is a feature that is exclusive to this generation of graphic card only. When you turn it on, your FPS jump from 2 to 4 times depending on the games. For example, while playing Cyberpunk 2077 on RTX 5050 without DLSS or frame generation, I only got around 30 frames at Full HD, but once frame generation is enabled, it jumps straight to above 140 frames per second and the experience instantly becomes insanely smooth. Switching to RTX 5060 playing at 2K resolution, the game started around 30 frames per second too. With frame gen on, it boosted right up to 130 frames per second. And that's the true value of the RTX 5000 series. To be fair, if we compare the raw performance of this laptop to other laptops out there, this isn't the most powerful one. Firstly, the CPU used here aren't the newest chip. This is the 13th gen Intel CPU. And yes, this is Gigabyte intention, choosing last gen GPU to lower the cost. Secondly, both the RTX 5050 and 5060 version are capped at 85 watt instead of the higher 115 watt we see in more powerful hardcore gaming machine. So if you compare them with laptop using the HX CPU and GPU running at full power, the Gigabyte A16 will have a slightly lower FPS. However, in terms of overall experience, I think that this is an acceptable trade-off. Even though the performance drops a bit, you get a very quiet fan system. And even when I'm gaming at high performance mode, the fan noise is just like a gentle whoosh. Secondly, the Gigabyte A16 is a very thin and the overall weight is only 2.2 kilograms, extremely light for a 16-inch gaming laptop. Personally, I'm not someone who after benchmark number, I care more about the overall user experience, so sacrificing a few FPS for a quieter, lighter experience is a win for me. The battery life is not a standout point here. Both versions last about 4 hours in normal daily tasks, quite average for a gaming laptop. If this thin chassis laptop can utilize the AMD Ryzen AI 7 350, the battery life on here will be astonishing, and also it will help the temperature to lower too. But that would also push the price up, so that's why Gigabyte chose the Intel 13th gen CPU. The RTX 5050 version comes with a Full HD 165Hz panel covering around 65% of sRGB. But if you want a better display that can do both gaming and creative work, you should go for the RTX 5060 version. It has a 2.5K resolution panel with 165Hz refresh rate and 100% sRGB coverage. This is a display that works well for gaming and also any graphic-related task. Since it's a 165Hz panel, you can play fast-paced esports game like Delta Force. You will have a smoother, more responsive, and lower latency gaming experience. Now, in terms of design, both versions I have here look exactly the same like the RTX 4050 version that I have did a review before. Now, let me quickly go over the thing that I really like. First, the hinge can open flat all the way to 180 degrees, which is always a nice touch for flexibility when working. The overall design language is simple and clean with a 16:10 display ratio that gives you more vertical space. The keyboard and trackpad are placed right in the center, giving the whole machine a very balanced look. The keyboard has large keycap and feels comfortable to type on, and the trackpad is huge. And to me, it's big enough for office work without needing to bring a mouse with you. Overall, it's a minimal and practical design that feels modern and well thought out. Some people would say that this is a straight-up copy from the Asus tough gaming lineup like the A14. But those things aren't that big of an issue if we as a consumer who got the most benefit from a cheap laptop with good spec and good build quality like this one. Overall, the Gigabyte A16 this year is really worth considering. The value you get from the price is really good. But what is your thought on the gaming A16, especially with the RTX 5000 series upgrade? Let me know in the comment section down below, okay? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any upcoming videos about the latest tech. Now, thanks for watching. This is NK from ThinkView, and see you guys next time.